So here's my vanity and we're gonna do a tour of it. Let's get ready. I'm guessing I'll start from the top drawer and work my way down. This vanity is from Amazon. If I can find a link and figure it out, I will put it in the bottom box. But all of my makeup is in these drawers. So let's get into it. We're going to talk about all this stuff too. Before I begin, I tried to organize this in the order in which I would apply my makeup. I do realize that there are still some areas where I can improve the organization, but for now, it's organized chaos and it works for me. So when you open the first drawer, this is my foundation, or my primers and my foundations and concealers. So this little basket right here I got from the Dollar Tree when the world was open. So I tend to keep all of my primers, or I try to keep all of my primers in this drawer here. So Smashbox, Maybelline, this is Bite, Vanity, Makeup Forever, Estee Lauder. So you see that majority of my primers are here. For the ones that didn't fit, I basically just tried to keep them in this section here. Kind of the same thing for my foundations. These drawers go back, these drawers go back kind of far. So the tip of my nail is where it ends, and then I don't know if this helps you at all. I'm just trying to let you see how far back it goes. So next to it are my foundations. As you can see, I have a lot of them. I like to label them with when I bought them. So I bought this foundation in November of last year, and I try to use that as a point so I'll know when I need to use it by. So these are all of my liquid foundations. This is someone's child is, something's happening. This is a cream foundation, but I try to keep all my liquids here with the exception of these two. These are sticks, but again, organized chaos. This little compartment here has all of my, what do you call these, concealers. And then I try to put all of my powder foundations in this little compartment here. Now, one thing I did, it's a little janky, but you know how you can go to, what do you call that place? Like TJ Maxx, Home Goods, any place like that where they have the makeup, the acrylic makeup cases. I took the drawers out of them. So as you can see, this is one of the drawers, and just use that so I could lay my foundations flat. So it's a good little hack if you're looking to do that. The next drawer is where my setting powders and more powder foundations live. So this is or I should say pressed powders, I guess, although this is a powder foundation, whatever. So these are all setting powders. This is a powder foundation, pressed powder, setting powder. That's a translucent powder back here. This is just a random, what is this, some eyeshadow type stuff. Here is where I hold all of my brow pencils, and then this also has a lot of my, well, not a lot, I have a lot of lipsticks, but this holds some of my lipsticks. These are from the MAC Alia collection. Chapstick, always need that. Some glosses. Sorry, I'm trying to look at the viewfinder and look not at the viewfinder, so if I get out of frame, bear with me. So this is where, see, this is where some of my lipsticks live, and lip glosses, but this is where all of my eye pencils, eyeliners, and all of that live. Not necessarily the order in which I apply it, but hey, it works for now. Next drawer. This is where all of my highlighters and some of my blushes go. I don't own a lot of blushes, but as you can see, I do own a lot of highlighters. So BH, Makeup Forever, Artist Couture, Natasha Denona. This is a bronzer by Estee Lauder that I don't really wear, but it's here. And then, let's see, this little beauty here I got this, I want to say, from Bed Bath & Beyond, and it holds, hold on, there we go. So you can see how long and thick it is. Wait, whatever. So this holds a lot of my highlighters and just makes them easier to store. So I put that back here, and then I kind of fill in the blanks with the rest of these highlighters. This is one of the little Fenty sticks, so that goes in there too because it is also a highlighter. I hope this doesn't look as bad as I'm kind of thinking it might, just again because I'm trying to look at too many places. Okay, so remember how I was telling you how you can use the drawers from your acrylic cases for storage? So that's again what this is. You can see the knob here. So I use this to lay my lippies flat. As you can see, there are a lot of them. I have a lot of lipsticks and a lot of eyeshadow palettes. So let me just go ahead and put that out there right now. So this is a majority of lipsticks with the occasional random, this is for your eyes, but I think I managed to put this in here just because of the packaging. So again, these are all drawers from an acrylic case that I decided to put in here just to kind of help keep all of these in line. So these are where all my lippies live. This drawer is kind of a bit of a hodgepodge. Here are more lippies, lip liners, lipsticks. Yeah, all of that. Again, in another acrylic case drawer. You can always tell it's a drawer because of the knob. And then just some random miscellaneous MAC, ColourPop, and a throwback Makeup Geek that I probably should throw away. And then here, just more randomness. Well, not random. These are where all my mascaras live. I'm not a big mascara. I don't have well, I have three. I have more than 3 mascaras. They're not all shown here. You'll see where the rest of them are. So I have some mascaras, tweezers, what do you call these? Pencil sharpeners, and just a random mascara mini that I have. And I have some paper towels in this back corner just because you know how sometimes you're trying to clean off a brush or you might spill or just whatever. I like to have paper towels near me at all times just because I'm clumsy. Now this drawer, as you can see, there's more room for growth here. But this is just, again, miscellaneous stuff. This drawer is just, okay, so I have 2 brow pomades in here, an old ass NYX glitter primer that probably should go, a MAC, this thing, more lipsticks, surprise. Here's an eyeshadow glue that I haven't even opened. Lord, fix it. Again, like I said, way more lippies, more MAC Aaliyah, more ColourPop. I try to make this a place where my sponges live. So here are some of my sponges. This is here where tweezers are, more eyelash glue. Some of my tools, tweezers, as you can see, scissors, and just some little powder puffs. So obviously there's some room for growth here. And last but not least, this is also slightly miscellaneous slash not really. So another drawer insert here where there are more ColourPop highlights and Artist Couture highlights. There is also, this is also where some of my setting sprays live. Yes, I have a body lava addiction, and unfortunately Earth is closed, so I have been unable to wear it. Just random, what do you call these, press-on nails, just because you never know when these gotta go. So that's the first drawer. Then we're gonna work our way over and then down, okay? So up here is kind of a mess. This is a highlighter that I got from Sephora that arrived looking like this. So because of that, it can't go with the other ones because I don't want it to make a mess, but it's a very pretty highlighter. They did end up sending me a replacement, so shout out to Sephora. Should I turn my light on? Sure, why not? Okay, so this is also a mini haul. Haha, surprise. So again, even though Earth is closed, I'm still a bit of a shopaholic, so I ended up getting some lip gloss from Sigma Beauty. This is in the shade Secret Garden. It's a very pretty kind of sheer, but has like little glitter reflex, very natural looking lip gloss. Has a tint of color in it. This is called Heart of Gold. It's by Dose of Colors. Hopefully I'm not too ashy. I just washed my hands. If I am, ignore it. I'll have to show you separately what these look like, because it's going to be hard to open this and hold this, hold the camera. Okay, well, we'll get to that in a second. I also picked up, because Dose of Colors was having a sale a couple of weeks ago, so I got a beauty sponge from them, another beauty sponge from them. I got a Ideal Duo in the shade Sunset. Also from Sigma Beauty, I picked up their Core de Rosa eyeshadow palette. If you follow me on Instagram, I've already showed this off. If you're not following me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. I'll probably put the name somewhere up in here. Okay, I didn't touch on this because I was kind of hoping you wouldn't notice, but it's kind of hard not to. This, do they call these makeup palettes? I'm not exactly sure. Obviously, I got it from Ulta. Obviously, it needs to be cleaned. I like to put my foundation on this before, instead of putting it directly on my face. I like to put it on this little palette and then use a brush to pick it up. Sanitizer, because I like to use that while I'm putting on my makeup. And a random kabuki brush that I need to find a home for. That's just a, something I like to use to hold my cell phone. Okay, continuing with the haul portion. Again, if you follow me on Instagram, you already know that I have this. This is the MAC Selena collab. I placed a pre-order before it launched, and then it launched, and here we are. So I got the Hey Dad Pizza lip gloss. Very pretty, like a, I haven't swatched it, I haven't done anything, so I need to get my life together. But it looks like a very natural looking shimmery gloss. Okay, let me turn this light off. I kind of feel like there's ruin in it. Yeah, I think you can get a better idea of what it looks like. Are you gonna focus? No? Okay, thanks. I also picked up the Queen of Cumbia lipstick. I will have to put a picture. I'll show you the picture that I put on Instagram. This thing is beautiful. So I'll have to show you that. Okay, my battery died on me, but I let my camera sit, and we're going to proceed and hope for the best. As you can see, I have a bit of a display of brushes here. These are not all of my brushes, but these are, well, these were some of the ones that I frequently used for my eyes when I was wearing makeup. I haven't worn makeup in almost a month. I know, right? So remember how I told you that some of my setting sprays were in that drawer? Here are the rest of them. And actually this is empty, so I don't know why that's here. But this is new. I haven't really used this, but whatever. Point is, I try to keep some of my frequently used setting sprays out, so that way I can just reach for them as opposed to looking for them in the drawer. It's really not that deep, but whatever is here. And I didn't want to do away with this setup that I think I got from Home Goods, I think. So I thought it was cute, didn't want to give it up, so here we are. Same thing with this. I love the marble design. It's from BH Cosmetics, as is the brush set. This whole thing is from BH Cosmetics. Thought the brushes were pretty, so it kind of goes with the decor, so I left them out. And then just more setting sprays, which actually should go here. And yeah, it works. Okay. So here is something that I bought to go in my drawer, but then I figured I was kind of lazy, and I was like, well, it'll be annoying to put this in the drawer and then have to pull open the drawer and then have to open this up and reach for a brush. So I just decided to keep it here because, as you can see, I have room. Now, remember how I told you these drawers are from Amazon? This tabletop is from Home Depot. I had to go and buy, I mean my sister, she went and she got a piece of white wood cut, and then I had to buy some little tape to go on the edges because otherwise the edges look like that. So I had to buy like barrier tape, basically. Little secret. So anyway, this container with these brushes, this came from the Container Store, and there's no rhyme or reason as to why these particular brushes are in here. They just happen to go in there. So yeah, I wasn't quite sure how I'd feel about my brushes being laid flat because I like for them to be sitting straight up, but being in this type of casing, it does help them from dust and whatever other kind of shit is in the air. So that is the benefit to having them in this type of situation. Okay, so remember how I told you that I owned a lot of eyeshadow palettes? Okay, so, and this should also give you an idea as to the depth of these drawers. So they're able to hold all of my Anastasia palettes up like this, and this is the length, like that's the end of the drawer. So all of my palettes, got some Lorac. Like I said, I got a fuck ton of Anastasia. That's one of my favorite brands for eyeshadow palettes. Loving this Too Faced Born This Way. I haven't used it yet, but I do love it. So, and ColourPop is my other favorite eyeshadow brand, if anyone's curious, because you're about to see a lot of that also. So they tend to make little small cute palettes like this. So I just kind of stacked them and try to make it so I can kind of see what's what. And got a couple little mini palettes that also fit in here as well. So we have that. Second drawer, more palettes, more ColourPop. This was a limited edition Tarte. And again, I tried to stack them so that you can kind of see what's underneath them, but some of them is not as easy to do. So I got all my glow kits on that bottom row, and then I'm covering it up with these palettes. Yes, I have 2 of the same palette because I loved it that much. So that's where we keep all of those. And so remember, yeah, these are all my brushes. So the downside to having them like this is I'm just not used to it. So these are between here, like these are all the brushes. And yeah, I do kind of feel a way about, so you see how all of these brushes have the same color, pink. They're from the same collection, and I don't like that they're separated. But I'm trying to make it so I have, like, these are all my eye brushes and these are face brushes. So I'm trying to separate them in that way, and I feel a way about it, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay. And then we have more brushes here. These inserts came from Bed Bath & Beyond. So again, these are more eye brushes, face brushes. Again, same situation. Brushes like these are all from the same set, and I feel a way about having to separate them, but that's what happened. And I have a little more space. If I wanted to put something back here, I probably won't. Random paper towel, because I'm random. Oop. Oop. All right. Oh. Ah, there we go. So this is the conclusion of my palettes. Just some of the bigger ones that obviously would fit in the other space. So just have them laid out here. You know what? This is how I know this is the drawer I put together. If you watch my vlog where I was putting this together, my nephew put together one and I put together the other. And I know that this is the one I put together because of what just happened with the drawer. I'm gonna cry. I'm about to throw a fit. I'm literally about to. I need to have a mini meltdown. I need this to work out or I am going to scream. I am going to scream loudly. Okay, I'm done. I don't know what I did wrong. I'm a little pissed off again with this fucking drawer. Remind me to never do this again. Okay, so here is all my perfume. Yes, I love roller balls. They're so convenient. Throw one in your purse and keep it moving. And then I also have my lashes here. I thought I owned way more, but I think I threw a lot of them out. So again, this probably maybe came from either Home Goods or TJ Maxx or somewhere like that. I honestly can't remember. As you can see, here's a here's a tray. Actually, no, this tray came from Amazon. This tray came from Amazon. I got it in a set. As you can see, it needs something to go inside of it. Wait, that sounds whatever. So this is where my lashes and perfume lives. And last but not least, yep, this is the one I put together. Okay. Last but not least, this is miscellaneous for the most part, for real. This is where all of my makeup bags go. Just, you know, anytime you're traveling, you need a makeup bag and random beauty wedges, which I think I'm going to put in a different drawer. But, and then I also have a color switch thing and nail polish. That is literally all the nail polish I own. And then the sad part is, in this bag, I still have stuff. Look at this. Somebody come look at this.
Look at this. Somebody come and look at this. Look at this.
What is going on? Madness. So, yeah, this is, there you go. So this is my makeup storage. I'm really happy with how everything turned out. I did not think it could be done when my sister was like, no, I think you should be able to fit all your makeup in here. And I was like, girl, no. And yay, it happened. Oh, speaking of makeup, well, obviously that's why we're here. So I had some makeup set aside because the plan was for me to do some makeup looks. And one of the looks that I was going to feature had all of these products in it. So needless to say, when I do finally record whatever look I'm going to create, these things will go in these drawers. The reason why I put them off to the side is so I wouldn't put them back and then be like, well, what eyeshadow palette was I going to use? What lipstick was I going to do? What highlighter? No, it's all right here. So I have a plan for this makeup. It's in this box. Like, use me. You just put me to the side, or at least put me with my family. So I have this collection here, and then I have one more because the plan was to create 2 looks and I've done 0 looks. Stand by, let me get the other one. So remember how I was talking about taking the drawers out of these acrylic cases? This is the shell of one of the acrylic cases, and then this is more makeup that I put to the side because, again, the goal was to create a look with these products specifically. Huda's foundation, her setting powder, a new Fenty highlight, you know, all of that. So like I said, I like to put my stuff, I like to separate it from the pack, if you will, so I'll know this is the stuff that you use to create this look, so that way everybody kind of gets a turn. So again, these 2 separate stashes here will go in these drawers. So I hope you enjoyed the video. It's just, like I said, a tour of my makeup collection / storage. I may end up moving some things around, but for the most part, it's organized chaos that makes sense to me. So it'll probably end up staying that way. If anybody's curious, I got these lights from Amazon. The stands came from a old photographer friend of mine. Tripod, Amazon. So this bulb is smaller than that bulb. I'm trying not to show it to you too much because it's huge and it's bright. Wait. Anyway, so here's the tour. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and until my next video, peace.